Hope you're all well and having a good bank holiday if you are in the UK. I found myself at a quick half an hour or so, and I just purchased the Cozy Grove new Neighbears DLC. Now, I wish I'd read before I'd bought it, because most of the DLC actually kicks in when you complete the entire main game quest. So what this stream will be doing is kind of tidying up some of the main end quest. Don't worry, there's no massive spoilers that will take place here, I don't think. But what it will do is show you how Cozy Grove works. I do have an entire review out, which is a good 17 minutes, but I think it's a good, worthwhile stream still to kind of show you what happens in Cozy Grove. Because some bits of the DLC I can access and deal with now, but the whole point is all of the new stories and new bears that you get to interact with come after you've satisfied all 17 of the original bears that are in the stream. So, what is Cozy Grove? Cozy Grove is a daily game that you come back to for like 30 or to 60 minutes a day. You play as your own little persona, and basically you're in like an afterlife island. None of this is here when you originally start off the game, and I've slowly grown out and made a complete utter mess actually of my world. I should really tidy it up before I go off and do anything. But anything that you see that's a plant or a flower or a decoration or an animal, I have planted. None of this was here in the beginning of the game. Some of the kind of background stuff for some of the stuff near the bears is new though. So this is the PS4 version, by the way, and as you can see, one of my main complaints was it struggles on performance to load stuff in, and none of that has changed with the DLC. So, in order to kind of kick things off and get stuff going, what I'll do is I'll go to this little bear here. Now, he's golden because I've completed him, and the way how you complete them is to go through daily quests that unlock every day, hence why you only play it for about 30 to 60 minutes a day. And they'll have something for you to do, to collect something, to harvest something, to craft something, to buy something. And then you give it back to the bear, and that will unlock a little bit of their backstory as to how and why they died, and to help them move on. So, I broke my tool, missus, just beforehand, so I'm just going to get him to repair that with 15 charred fish bones and 3 ash relics. So I've done that. That has repaired my shovel, which means I can now go off and dig things in the ground. Oh, I've earned a new badge as well. We'll come on to badges in a second. I'll kind of use this as a bit of a tutorial to show you how this game works. I think it's probably the best way to describe it. So, if I go over to here, I can now use my shovel to dig things out of the ground. What did I get? I got a life vest. Okay. Great. Know what that yellow thing is over there. Here's another one that we can dig up. That's just a sweet potato, why not? Oh, what's this character doing here? Why can't I get to it? Is it because you're stuck in your own little bit? Yep. So you can go up and look at all of these people. Clyde Wallace is one. Hey kid, listen to the lyric. I don't care too much about money. Can't buy me love. Da, 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 da. Fine. And then what will happen, because I believe I've just read this just before going live. So this bear is completed. So he looks peaceful. I get the feeling that the spirit's connection to this world is rapidly fading. A new consciousness will appear by pressing in on this space. The spirit smiles warmly. A feeling of peaceful and gratitude washes over you. I knew I'd see you again, kid. Gotta love it when a clan comes together. I'm gonna miss this place, miss the scheming, miss the drama. But you helped me remember that it's not all about me. I had my time and now someone else needs your help. I don't know what comes next, kid, but I'm ready for it, and that's all thanks to you. Aww. So, before he goes, is there anything I want to buy from him before he disappears? So essentially, because this is a daily thing and it's connected to the Cozy Grove servers, if you will, he's one of the characters that you've kind of solved his whole life meaning and the reason for his death and the sadness all behind it. So he will transcend. And then the idea is with the new Neighbears DLC, 4 of the bears that you kind of move on will be replaced by 4 new ones. So that bear was annoying, so because he had a weird way of doing things. Here's another bear. Can I help you with something? The spirit smiles. Okay. He wants me to take photos of things. Anything that's got like an expiry date on it, generally I find isn't actually tied to a main story quest. So I do those generally a little bit later on in the game. So, as you can see, I'm going around like doing different things. Your bear here, Charlotte Pine, is one of the most helpful ones because you can ask her to find whatever it is that you've got going on. That's changed. It used to just do something randomly, but now it lets you say, I want to help finding the compass. So there we go, I've got that. And then we'll need the spirit woodmast, which we craft with Jeremy, who I believe is this one over here. And here is the wind pine. So we've got 1 mast, 1 sail, and 200 relic ash. Okay, that's going to take forever to deal with. But as you can see, this is where all of the crafting takes place. So if I wanted a preemptive pardon, then I could craft one of those as a decoration and then place them wherever it is that I want them to go. Now, I have some things that I would like to place down anyway, so let's just toddle on somewhere. There's a little rummage in here, thank you very much. Oh, I don't know what that is. That's new, a duck nest, okay. This one be one of the new creatures that we've got. So, one of the new things that we've got for this new festival is an orchid. These are new flowers. I'm going to go up to my northern garden. Up here, and let's plant some of these orchids down. So, when you go into the placement, you can choose to turn on and off this grid. I find it quite helpful. Put them next to each other, actually. Yes, I know that they aren't all symmetrical, don't panic. Okay, and then I'll get out my accordion, which lets me harvest stuff in a radius. Very swish. And then I can collect all of this stuff here. Take all. Oh, my inventory's run out already. One of the main problems of this game, your inventory fills up very fast. Okay, so let's hot step back to our little home hub. I'll ignore everyone else for the while. Gone too far? Yes, I have. Okay, and then this is where Flamey, your campfire friend, comes in. So Flamey has several different things that they can do. They can put stuff into storage, and you can put it in your tent, basically. As you can see, I've got lots of different things in here. So I could select my silk shawl to put that on. I'll put on a tinfoil hat whilst I'm at it. And you can see I've got all kinds of stuff in here as I go. And that can be quite helpful to a point. But I think what I want to do is actually burn stuff. And this is where Flamey really comes into the fore, because sometimes you've got all of these different things that you might want to burn, like a lemon, totally new. I will not burn that for now, but I'll burn the sweet potatoes. But they're the only two that I can burn. And they'll become roasted root vegetables and 2 roasted fruit. Very helpful. Come on. See what I mean about performance? It does struggle a wee bit. There's another character up here, though, that's very, very helpful, called Francesca Duclaw. Oh, can I help you with something? I'm not sure if I can, love. Spirit smiles. She's just happy. Wants me to look for some gold leaf. I'm good for now, though. But one of the new things that she can do with this latest DLC upgrade is to create dyes. So what dyes do are change the colour of all of your decorations that you've got around you. So you can make actual dye, different types of steel dye there. So this is an entirely new mechanic that's just been brought in for this latest DLC release. So I will craft 1 coffee dye, why not? Don't think I can pick it up yet though, that's the thing. Oh no, I'm okay. But what she's very, very handy and useful for doing is recycling stuff. And she can recycle all of the different flowers into flower pigments, which you can now recycle or craft into dye. So I'm going to select all of these different things. Thought that was new then. She can also recycle wood down to branches into coins. And the other thing she's really helpful for is when you mine gemstones, that turns it into cash, and that's a very good way of earning money should you need to at short notice. So I'll recycle all of those. There we go, suddenly 24 flower pigments, very helpful for me. And there we go. So now we've got a dye. You can So if I want to dye my hammock, it will now be cozy blue. Or maybe I want to dye it green. And that's how dyes work, essentially. It's a little bit faffy with the old menu, but it's worthwhile kind of knowing how that all works. Okay. The other thing that's worthwhile knowing is that Mr. Billweather is the other really good source of new things, basically. So anything that you find that is new, hold it on to one side, and you get to donate your seashells, and these are various fish that I was just mining or fishing for before going live, and he'll add it to his archive, and then you get presents for archiving. So that was 200 coins. There we go, these are much better. Gem quartz stones, don't mind if I do. There we go, that's a lemon. And all of the different things that I've planted, they're all from... Oh, that's new as well. We'll donate that. Oh, I've learnt a new badge, being a conscious. This is the beauty of playing things. And because obviously I was saying that this is synced to all the servers, things change by the season. So some of these things that I've planted here were only available in winter, some in spring, some in summer, some in autumn. Some stuff is just perennial all year round. It's totally up to you to make sure that you kind of log in and do all the stuff as you go. So yeah, proper interesting. Okay. next thing to note that is new, at least. So this lady down here, Lady Bear, Ms. Karaus, I think her name is. She's the person that lets you buy dye at the moment. She lets you buy chests. And she also bought me a dowsing... she also bought or allowed me to buy a dowsing rod. Now, I don't know what this does yet. We'll have that while we're at it. And you can see where stuff has gone colourless. That's because I've not lit it up yet. I mean, I feel like it's around there. Anyway, the dowsing rod is also quite cool too. So this does the same type of thing, except it's much more explicit by the looks of it, in that you know when you're getting used to something very good, because there we go, X marks the spot. Nice. And this is how you get relics out of the ground, which you can then burn to get to those 200 relics that I was looking for earlier. Gotta say, my girl, Alison Fisher is a baker. Oh, we can actually satisfy your criteria straight away. So we need 82 processed food, 82 foraged food, we'll use the parsnip, and a silver. There we go. And what will she give us? 2 chef salads, a moon pie, nom nom. And so, like anything to do with food ingredients, Alison Fisher is the girl. As you can see, all of these different recipes you either unlock through the story itself. Oh, first time that I can do pomme de frites. Let's craft one of those then, since we've not had one. And it'll arrive through the post bear in 5 minutes' time. Is there anything else in there for it that's new? Don't think so. And you can see where it's got a little satchel next to it. It shows that I already own some. Which is handy to know. Okay, brewing looks like it's going to be another one. My headache's gone, my mind feels clear for the first time in, well, forever, and I've been thinking what forever means. Don't think it means this place or any of my old ideas, but there's definitely something out there. Scout, I'm finally ready to understand what this is. So I think that's telling me that brewing's going to be also going anytime soon. All of these different animals you can feed, so long as you've got the right food for them to be fed, and when that happens... Oh, that one's going to level up. Perfect. There we go, you get to pet it, and then they spew out animal essence. And the idea with that is that, yep, you can pet them and that's all very nice, but as you feed them they get more and more improved over time, and then they spew out bigger and better essences as they go. Okay, so far you've only seen bears that I've completed. Blue bears are bears that I have not finished in the story. So Dahlia of Cosgrove, and this is what you need to do. You need to get each bear to 5 hearts so that they then transcend and understand what their life was all about. So you need to do that with all 17 bears of the original game before you can get the 4 DLC stuff. So that's why this video is titled Prepping rather than Doing. The thing with all of this, though, is that you can only inch forward something once a day, and that's why you have to keep coming back day after day after day to just keep progressing the story forward. It took me a little while to get used to like that as a concept. Go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as you can see, all the side quests are appearing in my right hand side menu. It's another relic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And right at the very beginning when I was playing this game, you could only get like 1 dowsing thing to happen a day. Now thankfully it seems to be a wee bit less stingy, which means that getting to those 200 relics will be a little bit easier. So you've got all of that there. Obviously you can then harvest trees and get wood and fruit. What else is there that you can do? Here's another one where we're in the middle of something. There are spared fair trade. Is anything different about me? You're using me now. I'm experimenting with the new fashions of this age. You may have brought me some magazines as a tribute and told me shabby chic is really in this season. I have no idea what shabby or chic are, but I may have ordered some. Could you retrieve them for me? Okay. So Bearos has got one of these imp chasers, which is quite handy because now I can tell you about imps. So see these little things running around here that then disappear? These are imps. They're kind of like spirits of the world. Sometimes, but they're scared of you because you represent like the afterlife. But what you'll need to do is kind of run around and see whether or not they disappear or not. Now, crew neck sweater, maybe I lost it by the post office. Okay, so if we go to the post office, I know where that is. Ish. There we go, because there's the postie. So there's going to be an imp around here that won't disappear. That one, and it's got a little... And then once you get onto it, there we go, it will now disappear. And that'll bring that up for me. Now I'm sure we saw the 5-minute sign there for the post office, so we can check our mailbox and see what's in here. Oh, we got quite a lot. So we've got our pomme de frites. And there we go, thank you for purchasing the New Bears DLC. Oh, we got a rainbow cat. Got some gift wrap. Thanks. Get all prezzies. We'll need more space in our inventory to get all the presents, I think. Yeah. Get prezzy. Where's it gone? Or am I already out? Ah, I was full already. Okay. Let's get back here and let's put some stuff into storage if we aren't getting rid of it. So I'll put the dyes in storage, put those flower pigments in, get some ore in. We're okay with fish bones. Oh, the moon pie's new. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, I'll dive inside my little house. This came in a recent update where you've got some cats that you can own as pets. As you can see, I've not really played too much with the kitty cat, but we'll pet it and we'll do some all kinds of stuff. So in here again you can play all kinds of decorations. So I'd only really started with this one little bit here. You can beckon more cats to try and be friends. So I can lure a cat with something foody to stick it in there if I wanted. I'm okay though. Now I don't think... yeah, we've got a little chair and a thingy. Let's put our hammock in here though. There we go. Nice and chill. Was there anything else we wanted to put in here? I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, and then the other thing is we've got chests here where you can strategically put stuff in and around as well. Obviously you have to buy them and they're quite expensive actually for what they hold. So I find it helpful from a Flamey perspective to just keep storing stuff in there wherever possible. Or spending, selling stuff as well through this shop there. Okay, so let's burn our relics. So that only gives us the 3. So we've got a long way to get to 200, so it might be a while before I get to my DLC video. Oh dear. But I had to be fair, this is day, I think, 125 or 126 that I've been playing this for. So I've been going for a while. There you go, you can also just harvest individual flowers. Okay, so I can't be bothered to go and find where everything is, and that's why Charlotte Pine is so helpful, because I would like her to tell me where the zigzag scarf is, please. I do like this improvement actually. So let's dive over here. Got ya. Thank you very much. This character doesn't ever transcend, by the way. That took me ages to work that out. I ended up having to look online. Okay. So that was number 1. Let's grab this one again. Octagonal Glasses. Don't mind if I do. There we go. So can you see that we've now completed that objective? So let's run all the way back to Bearos the Third. Nope. Oh, Arjun's going to go. I quite liked him. Okay. And yes, you can hug everyone once you've got the trust. Right, that was a policeman. There we go. Policeman, postie. Instagram. Just hiding your feelings, Bearos. There we go. So having completed it, he'll give me a spirit wood. His story advances on. And then you could see like a spew out of light. Essentially, if I hadn't already lit this area up with other things, everything would now be harvestable in that area. But there's nothing more that I can do with him now until tomorrow or the next day, when I can then advance the story. And that's what I mean by like having to play this daily for short, sharp bursts. So, how does this all interconnect? Let's keep going. In fact, let's do this. You must be the fourth and final one then, Ursula. I quite liked your garden. Aww. Oh, I love you. Right, Ursula. Coming on strong, girl. Right. I like the idea of all of the stories more than the stories themselves, I find personally. Anyway, so the other thing that you get as you go along, because you're a scout, is you get scout badges. So there we go. I've played across all 4 seasons, or 4 seasons rather. That gives me 10,000 coins. We got one earlier for crafting. Repaired 10 master tools. There we go. Found 200 shells. Nice. This guy's the shop, so you can buy stuff from Mr. Kit, including extra closet storage if you need it. I find it very good for buying salt, but also for buying like different types of flowers that I'd just not had yet, or animals that I've not done. So this young blood bird I don't have, so I could buy that. Generally I go for things that I know that can be harvested though. An eerie bird, okay. But also helpful because you can change your look. You can buy clothes, you can sell stuff as well, which is also very handy. So just to show that it can be done. Oh, it's telling me that I'm desperate to do that. Okay, so when we completed that quest for Bearos III, he gave me a spirit log. Now, during the main game, that then lets you upgrade everything. Oh, wow. No thanks, I've changed my mind. I don't have 1 million. But you can upgrade your tent with all of your spaces on and all of that kind of stuff. But the idea is that the campfire through Flamey gets bigger and bigger, which then makes the island bigger and bigger over time. That's kind of how that all works. Cute. Okay, so we was looking at something else, wasn't we? It was let's grab a duck nest. Place it somewhere safe and wait. I'm assuming that's because ducklings then arrive, because ducklings are part of the new bit of DLC. Oh, water. Nice. Oh, what's that? This is new. 45 thresh water. Oh, my tool broke. I better get another one. No! It did say it was single use, I guess. I'm bored of your rock ones. So yeah, this is Cozy Grove. It is such a laid-back, lazy time waster that just everything is really beautifully put together in terms of you need this and that to craft that, which then crafts that, which opens that, blah 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 blah. It's just a pyramid scheme of crafting and harvesting that you can just go at your own pace with, and I really like that. You're not penalised for not logging on. It's just it means that it will take you longer to get somewhere if you need to do something. So yeah, just bear that in mind. If say I was, oh I don't know, let's craft a rare bamboo lamp. The best way to kind of get around making sure that you can harvest stuff best is by lighting up the island, so it doesn't matter if you've got things that are or aren't like happy. You can still get away with it. And so what I mean by that is if I then bring up, where'd that lamp go? There it is. So you can see where the light already currently goes. You can't place something just randomly like that. But if I go there, there we go. Now all of that space is harvestable and plantable. So that's right on the fringes, so I can get away with that. But if I planted something all the way up here, I wouldn't be able to harvest its fruit because it's not in the happy world of Illumination. Oh, there's one of those little stones. Okay, let's put some cack in storage. $156 of those, nice. And let's try and get some of those new things from the postie just to round off our session. But yeah, I hope this is informative to kind of show you how Cozy Grove works. I don't know, Valentina, can I help you with something? Ah, needle and thread, okay. Where was I going? Postie. There he is. Good to have that rainbow cat. Oh, doesn't like there being another cat. Pick it up. And that's the other thing as well, is that various different trees, plants, flowers, animals, they've all got things that they like or don't like. So let's put it in some cozy decor. Don't really have anything else that I can give to you, mate. So you're going to have to just chill there for a while, Rainbow Cat. I don't see where any of my clothing went from that DLC. Maybe I just missed the bundle. Very odd. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find it somewhere along the line. I've had this happen before where it kind of spits stuff out and then I find it about 3 days later somewhere else and I'm like, oh, that's where it flew off to. So yeah, it just looks like a couple of the bears I've still got to just finish off. The Bearos one, Dahlia is the other one. I think everyone else is pretty much done. Is there anyone else that's blue? So we've got Dahlia up here. That's not a bear. That's another garden area. I'm sure I saw in the marketing that the DLC bears, you don't have to, he's transcended, he doesn't count anymore. You don't actually have to, like, do things daily, you can just plop through with them. That's my lovely little garden. Yeah, it does just look like those two that are left. Anyone else? Oh, and of course Duckbill. Oh no, I've done Duckbill, hadn't I? Yeah, we're good. Right, what I'll do, I will finish off those two bears and then we'll come back and we'll do another kind of mini stream just to show what the DLC actually brings along. But yeah, apologies. I thought we could just dive in, but clearly no. But you can still get to see some of the extra little quality of life improvements. And I have to say, actually, the game runs slightly better than what it used to, so that's an improvement too. Don't forget to check out my video review of the main game on Higher Playing Games on YouTube. And if you've got any comments or questions, leave them down below. Cheers all!